what is your alternative options if, let's say, you want to travel somewhere outside of a network, somewhere where the network may be not very convenient, a little bit off your route. You go in some of the exploration routes like camping, fishing, just somewhere off the mainstream highways. I would just like to show you some opportunities where you can possibly find yourself in a Tesla. This is amazing view from an all glass roof, by the way. Look at that. This is amazing. And this is what you can possibly wake up if you ever camp in a Tesla.
So what I've got here is the ultimate setup for you to charge your Tesla pretty much at any possible charger. I have a set of chargers, adapters, and extension cords, which I'm going to walk you through and explain where can you possibly use them. Let's start with the basic. It's your mobile connector. Be it Gen 1 or Gen 2, doesn't really matter. They do in a very similar purpose. They serve very similar purpose. They have a NEMA 1450 or NEMA 515 connectors as standard. So that's where you can charge, and we're going to start talking about our adapters based on that. So what I have here is 4 different adapters which you connect to your mobile charger with NEMA 1450 plug on it. They basically gonna let you connect practically anywhere where there's electricity exists. Most commonly RV parking lots, recreation areas. There's a lot of them available at rest stops. Be it most commonly NEMA 630p, one of the very common ones. The NEMA TT30p, that's the one that actually mostly used at RV stops. NEMA 1030p, also commonly used for some industrial sort of like appliances or RV parking lots. And NEMA 1430p. I'm not sure where exactly it's commonly used, but it's better be prepared rather than find yourself in a situation where you're too nervous about your charging rate. But the most important of all, I actually want to talk about this extension cord. I think this is the most useful one. This is just your standard NEMA 1450 30 feet extension cord. See, NEMA 1450 is already very common at the rest stops, you name it. It's, your electric oven probably connected to one. It's so common that most likely you just have to use NEMA 1450, which is already included in your mobile connector. But in some situation, you can find yourself where it's a little bit unreachable to your car, and you just need this extra few feet in order to actually plug it in. And that's where the extension cord will do exactly the magic trick. And as your last resort, as pretty much emergency only, I would always recommend to carry some NEMA 415 extension cord. This is not going to charge much at all, so that's why I'm saying emergency only. It's only going to give you on a Model S about 4 to 5 miles of range per hour. But if you find yourself in a very tricky situation where you're simply not going to make to a next stop, or you park at some friends or relatives at their garage or their parking spot and they don't have any other charging solution, this will still give you about 50 to 60 miles overnight. So not bad thing to have, just a simple extension cord you will find pretty much at any store. And in the situation where you can only find NEMA 415, which is, as I mentioned, pretty slow charging rate, you can use one of those type of devices, which actually all you have to do is just plug it into 2 separate NEMA 515, just your standard outlet, which you can find absolutely anywhere. If you can find 2 that runs on the different lanes and they're not GFSI protected, you can use this device to actually pull basically double rate, so roughly 10 miles an hour. Again, not the best speed, but if you come to some relatives, that will do the trick. So in summary, I just wanted to show you that this is absolutely not true when people saying that you have to only rely on Tesla Supercharger network, which is extremely expensive right now. It's everywhere. But even if you forget about it, let's assume you're in some extreme remote area, There is so many charging solutions that you can rely on that you can possibly never find yourself out of charge anywhere. I will list all of those products and adapters in links in the description below, so you can find them if you're interested. And please let me know if there is something else you want me to talk about regarding charging or owning a Model S or any Tesla for that matter. I'll be happy to talk about that topic. If you like this video, please consider clicking subscribe button and follow my next videos. Talk to you soon.